Welcome to Just in the Kitchen with me, your host. It's fall. It's fall. I'm so excited. I love fall. Although I am sad to see summer go, and that is not the usual for me. I'm like, oh, I can't handle the heat. And this last week, I don't know what happened to fall. Summer stole it. I don't know. But the weather is very warm, and we had thunderstorms, and electric was out, but I am in the fall mood. Today we are making chicken chipotle corn chowder. Corn is coming in, it's the season for it, it's harvest, and we are making this. It's a lot of ingredients, but it's really easy. It doesn't take long, and I could have soup in the fall and in the winter every single solitary day. Morning, noon, and night. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think of a morning breakfast soup. Let's go to the ingredients. I have the Trinity: carrots, celery, onions, I have garlic, I have a chipotle chili pepper in adobo sauce. So I chop the chipotle pepper up, and you can use as much as little as you like, because you know I like my spice, so it's up to you to monitor. I have corn fresh off the cob. I have chicken, and I've cut it in probably half-inch dices so you're not getting a big chunk of it. And the potatoes are in the same dice. I have bacon, and I have cheese. This is a sharp Tillamook cheese, chicken broth, and heavy cream. So let's go over to the stove and start making this. First thing I do, I put my bacon in. And this is only 3 pieces of bacon. And then I'm going to use the bacon fat to saute my veggies and to cook the chicken. So let's get this going. We'll be right back when this crisps up. Putting in my celery, my onions, and my carrots. I'm going to saute these until they get soft, or slightly soft. I'm going to add in my garlic. Now you wouldn't want to just put your garlic on the pan in oil by itself, because it would burn. This kind of acts like a protector. Your garlic won't burn. Garlic burns very easy, and if you've burned your garlic, just throw it out and start over again, because it's not going to be any good. And I'll add in my potatoes, let them get a little bit. There we go. And the chicken. So it's kind of an easy recipe. There you go. So I have chicken bone broth. It's from a box. I do make my own. You know I love the bone broth. But I have some, but I'm saving it for another recipe. So I thought, well, this is soup and it has other things in it, maybe it wouldn't be so. There we go. Now what I'll do is I'll just let this cook until the potatoes and the chicken and everything get done. Now look how tiny I diced my carrots and my celery and my onions. Let me see. See how tiny they are? That is so they'll get done quicker. You don't really want all of your veggies to be big. This isn't like a vegetable soup or a chicken noodle soup where you want big veggies. You want them tiny. They're not the soup, they are part of the soup. I'm adding in the chipotle. And I'll let this cook till the chicken and the potatoes and everything are done. And I'll add the rest of my stuff. Now I'm going to add the corn.
Oh, look at that. And that in itself, if you don't want to add the cream, that in itself is good, but I like adding cream. I like adding other stuff. Cheese, that's what I like adding. But that in itself, I've tasted the broth. It is so good. And I'm just gonna let the corn, and this is great for a fall day. Ah, it is so good. Look at that, how that stock is just so flavorful. Now I added kosher salt. I also added smoked black pepper. So right here, I am putting in flour into the butter. And I melted the butter. If I put the flour right into the thing, the soup, it would not thicken. And see, you've got like a buttery kind of roux, and you're putting it in the soup, and the fat will keep it from lumping. There you go. Now, I let it cook till it got thicker, but I'm gonna add cream to it. So I'm gonna put this in. And stir it around. And thicken it. Then I'm gonna add my cream. Bring it up to heat. And once it gets hot enough back to boiling, I'm going to put the cheddar in. Now I'm going to add the cheddar in. If you use, and I wouldn't suggest using the already pre-shredded because they put in anti-coagulants, I guess, things to keep it from sticking. And then that will not be good for your soup. There you go. There is your soup. And then you serve it with a little bit more cheddar cheese on it and some bacon that we cooked, that we used the bacon fat.
The soup's all done, and it is looking so good. As I was cooking it, I was tasting it. Let me just tell you, as you cook, tasting is a good thing because sometimes it needs a little bit more salt, or maybe you think it needs a little bit more spice. So you want to taste as you go, all right? And here we go. This is, oh, it is so good. And I added the bacon and the cheese on top of it, extra cheese and extra bacon, and a little bit of green onion just to give it some freshness. Mmm. Wow. That is so good. Mmm. That smoky flavor from the Chipotle. But here's the nice part of it. When you use fresh corn, you get that little crunch of it. Because I only put it in towards the end. I didn't overcook my corn. And the sweetness from the corn. And then you have the chicken. And then the cheese. You know, I've had like tortilla soup, cheese tortilla soup or something like that. But let me tell you, this is so much better. Ah! Not that I don't love those, because whenever I go out to the restaurant, I always get it, but this is so much better. I know you can't hear in my head, which is a good thing, but all that corn is just popping in there. Oh my goodness, it is so good. I want to thank everybody for subscribing to YouTube and subscribing to Facebook. Keep sharing my posts. I really appreciate it. I love sharing my recipes with you and coming up with new ones. It's always exciting. And filming day, because I work on recipes for a while, filming day is always very, very exciting. So remember, go to YouTube. Down on the bottom, there's a subscribe. Right next to it, there's a little bell. And hit subscribe and hit the bell. Also, for this recipe and more, go to www.justinthekitchen.com, and I'll have this recipe I have other recipes coming out. I have a great grilled cheese with apple butter. My apple butter recipe I put out, and you will have that to make your own apple butter and save. What else am I? Oh, I am going to do some pumpkin spice cream. So you can do it in an iced latte, you can add it to a hot coffee, you can add it to espresso, whatever you want. Even hot chocolate, you know, a little white hot chocolate or regular hot chocolate, and just add that cream to it. Oh my gosh, it is so good. So watch for those recipes. Remember to comment at the bottom. I love your comments and I thank you for them all. All right, thank you. Happy fall, everybody. God bless. Bye.